Yeah, you just gotta take them off mute and
No. Yeah, just hang out. Like what I'm doing is, I just got to call in. Um,
Let me know when you want them off mute.
yeah. Hey, Sean.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, great. Okay.
Hey.
Once again, it's your one Mac 357 and your boy.
big Chuck in the building.
And we have an incredible guest currently on the phone. We have the wine on our table, Markell and Bani.
Mark,
Say it again.
it's Markell Bani.
Oh, Markell Bani. I'm sorry.
No problem, no problem. Everyone says Bonnie. We just want to, just correct people sometimes.
Okay.
Pronounce it right.
Markell Bani.
Markell Bani, yes, sir.
I definitely like the logo that's currently up. I definitely am feeling the actual spirits that you have in this bottle. First and foremost, people know African American owned wine company. They currently go through the entire process of a vineyard, the full body wine that we're currently seeing in our camera. So, first and foremost, even though I'm going to ask it anyway, what gave you the idea to want to put together a wine company?
Well, it started by chance, just a very, very small conversation that Sean and I had. And as we started into it, we realized, well, the question was, do I know of any African American owned wine companies, wine brands? And the answer was no. So Sean said, hey, well, I think we should do it. I think we should be one African owned wine company. And I said, okay. And that was the end of the conversation, which he thought. So I started doing research on it, and this is where we are today. Learn how to make wine with a couple wine classes. This is where we are today. Pretty much that's it in a nutshell. There's not too many American owned wine companies in the country. It's only like maybe 10 of us now.
Oh wow.
But we are one of the only ones in the Midwest.
Okay. Yeah, because normally it's out in Cali and different other places that you see
Yes,
a lot
yes.
of these actual companies. And when I saw that you were in the Midwest, I was like, wow, that's a feat in and of itself. But now coming forward, we just recently had an event. Raja had us give back that he did for a shelter venue to support as well as the and letting people taste and understand what the actual movement or the actual company is about.
Yes. It's sort of
Um,
like it's more than a company. A wine brand is similar to like a brotherhood. We have established with ourselves and our work. We don't get to see many wine companies and black men in the light that we're in. There's always something negative. We want to change that.
well, actually, I was gonna, yo, a band of brothers, yo, looking sharp that night. Yo, looking tight. You'll definitely move as a unit. You'll definitely have people supporting the actual company. And you had people doing so forth and so on. And you definitely showcase the spirits very well, the wines very well.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Rochester, it's almost been like the second home to us. We normally this was our second year doing our African American owned festival here down in Rochester. Come down there to display our spirits. We take part in it.
Now you got a whole bunch of people that make wine. What kind of separates you from your competitive process to the people?
this is how it should be done.
Yes.
Hello? Okay. I thought my phone had dropped.
Then, we have, you're on one of our microphones, apparently is blowing up. So that's the reason why you keep hearing the beeping sound, because, yes. So if you can combine the calls, and what we'll do is we'll combine the call so you can both be on at the same time.
Okay, send the call right now.
Yeah, we'll merge it.
That's that was it.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'm good. I feel good. I'm about to crack a little bottle.
Hey, that's what it's for.
Yes, sir.
I had to hide these because he kept trying to get a hold of them, and we'll merge and accept. Merge and accept.
You don't have the option of merging, so here we go.
Hello?
Hey, Sean, what's up?
There we go.
How you doing?
All right.
Good. Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are on, Sean.
And people are listening.
How you doing?
All right. What we're talking about is the actual starting of the company, and then we got into the fact that you're out in the Midwest with your company. You're currently not in California like most of the companies. We discussed some of the events and different things. One of my partner asked your partner, what was the, what separates you from your companies that are currently out? What differentiates some of the processes that y'all take, companies take, in order to have people learn about your product?
Well, in terms of just having people, what separates us is, number one, is we're two African-American men that are owners of a wine company in this particular industry. So, and I think that's one thing that makes us unique and what makes us stand out, and also what makes people, take interest in us and want to check wine and want to, check out the company and see what it's about. So, I can't speak for what other companies do, but for us, we try to really connect with, and we really try to have that one-on-one, as much as, close contact as possible, so that we can deliver our messages to the consumer, and the consumer can, experience our wines firsthand in a more intimate setting.
What went into the actual logo? Because it looks like a crest. It looks like, something that you would see stamped on a fraternity. And as you keep mentioning, Band of Brothers, it shows that, y'all are all connected.
Well, we want to be, have a wine label that was classy, that was elegant, that was upscale, and that crest, that shield, it symbolized to us royalty and, high class, and, luxury. And so we wanted to convey that image, and that's what went behind the, Markell Bani logo. We didn't want to come out like how other, people with certain drinks and beverages, not to knock anybody, but we didn't want to be associated with pimp juice and, malt liquor and things that was divisive. So we wanted to have, and then to the industry from our perspective. And that's kind of the logo.
Okay. Not only does it show amongst your peers, because I've seen that just run of the mill, just with words, and that it's the other ones from one to the other.
And that's another thing that our company does well too. We take time out to market to our people. You don't see many companies marketing to our dollars. They don't even have time and take the time out to market it to us. That's another thing that we strongly to market towards our community.
Right. And then when we market to them, we want to market with, like you said, with some class, with some sophistication.
Yes.
we don't want to just come out any kind of way and fall into stereotypes and things of that nature. So we try to do anytime we're seeing any event, any function, we want to bring a level of class and sophistication and elegance to the industry from our perspective. We're not trying to be like anybody else. Like you said, a lot of wine labels, and that's an industry standard pretty much, where you see it's just bland or dull. It doesn't, have any type of, imagination to it or stand out. But we want to stand out from amongst the crowd, and we wanted to, bring our own flair and sophistication and, and to the industry. And that's what goes behind our packaging, our label, all of those things.
Well, hopefully you'll be part of our event that we're gonna have next year. We're gonna do a showcase. We're definitely gonna have try to get some heavy hitters in the building. And Bani, Bani, sorry. I'm just saying.
Yep, you're right. It's like Carl, like but he's got a beat, but not.
My next question is, I want to know when I can get one of those jackets, because y'all look tough on the New York City platforms with the jackets on with the press.
We can put that in the works for you.
Okay.
We can see what we can do. Someone may
25 cases of wine first.
Okay, I can work with that. I'm a salesman by trade, so that can work.
But you'll make sure you get one. You can sell a few cases of wine.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, sir.
Two-part question. First part, as African American men moving in, industry that's mainly white, what are some of the challenges and struggles that you faced, and then do you guys think you would expand the wine itself, like into different types, like the Pinot or?
Well, as far as expanding the Pinot and all that stuff, that's going to be a no. And the reason why I started out this company, Sean and I, we did all that. Everyone was serving and tasting the same wine. So we decided to find our own niche. When Moscato did, our whole base of people that we had, sweet wines. But we didn't want to do a Moscato or anything. We found a higher end sweeter wine or sweet grapes as far as the Concord and Niagara grape. Those are the grapes that we're using now. So we like this land that we're in, because every time we do an event, it helps us to stand out a little bit instead of everyone having the same wine. And we normally do the most business having those wines.
Right, and to piggybacking off of what he said, if we were to expand, we would expand using maybe something with some blended grapes, or if we did do something traditional with a Cabernet or whatever, we might put our own, twist to it, and we may have a black. We might do our Chardonnay, and we, might make it in oak barrels to give it that oaky, or add some, give it a buttery flavor or something. We just would experiment and do it differently than just how it's normally done. But to answer the first question, in terms of challenges, there are a lot of challenges. There's distribution, there's challenges on the retail end. When we first started out, the manufacturing end, we would walk into different wineries or different vineyards and things, and people would look at us like we were lost, like what you guys want, or what are you here for? We're doing. Then they would change it up. So there was a little, resistance, because they don't see people like us on this side of pretty much. And a lot of times when you see people like us, it's usually a celebrity who they don't have part in the production of the wine and or anything of that nature, or the composition of it. Basically a paid spokesperson, or they're a front person for and they don't really have anything to day-to-day operations or anything like that. It's other people behind the scenes. But with us, we're in, these are our compositions that we create. We are part of every part of the process, from the selection of the grapes, to the fermentation, to the bottling, to the corks. Everything you see in that finished product, that's all us. And so There are a lot of challenges, but we just keep going, and we're 10 years strong, and we keep moving.
Where can people, if they are looking to purchase your wine, where can they find it? If you have a website, if you can plug that and tell us, where
Yes.
they can seek out the actual wine.
Well, right now you can get it in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, and also in Cincinnati. And you can purchase it from our website, which is www.markellbananiwines.com. But, some states, there might be some restrictions in terms of shipping wise. So it just depends on where we can get it to you.
Okay.
We also licensed for the New York area as well. So we're like maybe one step away from having our license there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. So hopefully by sometime in January, we hope to have all that situated with we should have our New York license, and we can start distributing it in the New York area.
So what we want to do is, if you're planning to make that debut in New York, maybe we can do a combine and work on our showcase with your New York debut, and we can definitely tell people, y'all are here, giving y'all that backing as far as
Yes. Something we would.
that sounds good. Once again, as I tell people, Markell and Bani, Markell Bani, wine is a definitely an incredible company, full body, great taste, incredible African American for the people, and giving them an incredible product. Be on the lookout for their New York debut. We currently have some bottles out. Don't come get us, Elliot Ness. I'm just saying. Yeah, for those who know who Elliot Ness is, never mind. But we definitely want to say thank you for being guests. Thank you for having an incredible product. We appreciate y'all, and we definitely talk with y'all and show that support, and we're going.
Okay, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
All right. So sitting here in front of me is B. Elise. Yes.
Do that.
Let's say welcome. B. Elise is in the building.
Savage.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, this doesn't speak for me. I'm really nice. I'm an angel.
How about that? But on bars, you definitely a killer.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You definitely are bringing that lyricism to the forefront. You're definitely giving us music that we definitely vibe at.
Yeah, the Give Back show was definitely a blast. Let me take off my hat. Give Back show was definitely a blast. K Photography, K, Ezra, and we had Great Beauty. So it was definitely a show. That's something to remember for sure.
Oh yes. Good time.
Yeah.
Scouting. Making sure we can bring some artists to the show, and
Yeah.
you stood out amongst the crowd, and I definitely want to tell people, be on you, because your melodic sound is definitely up. You are definitely one that they need to pay attention to, because you bring that vibe. As he said, it's wavy.
Yeah.
It's wavy.
Yeah.
It's a wave,
How you get into music?
I always wanted to do music my whole life. Never imagined doing anything. I started putting myself out there this year. It's a long journey, not having resources or access, or nobody knowing who I am. I'm kind of like to myself. But I got my started pushing myself, and got their mixtape out, by the way, so definitely check out Frontline Non-Game mixtape. I'm not on it, but I will be on the second. Definitely look out for it.
Besides you wanting to do music your whole life, like, I know people listen to music and then they, venture into learning about what it is now. What did you start doing first? Did you start around the same?
When I was younger, I started singing. I was always singing. And I don't remember the first day I started. That's just what I was doing. I used to watch Markell, and my favorite singer was Celine Dion when I was really young. And then Markell and all that stuff. But DMX that came out, right? And for some reason I changed my mind around 8 or 9ish. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I gotta be a rapper, and DMX is a hot rapper out here, so it was over for that basically. So I was singing for some years, and I got back into it and into my team. Okay. That's the first person I remember hearing. That's the first singer.
When did you start recording, taking it serious?
4 years ago, literally, and that's when I started recording. I actually recorded that my latest single "Boom" 4 years ago with a producer named Young Stokes, who worked with Chinch Drugs before he passed away.
Wow.
So he's a really dope producer. Definitely check out Young Stokes in Brooklyn, and he produced that track, recorded it, and finished it.
Wow. So now, yeah. All right.
You found it? Okay.
Now, show people why you here.
Okay.
Introduce this track.
Okay, guys, this is my latest single. You can find it everywhere: Spotify, Tidal, whatever major streaming platform you guys have. It's called "Woman." Leave. Definitely check it out.
Hey.
And the bass stay booming, go up, carry on round two. And this club stay leader. We don't worry about the hate you give us. That shade is downgrade. Nowadays, our way. And everybody our way. Getting money, nigga, nowadays. And the bass stay booming, go up, carry on. And this club stay leader. We don't worry about the hate you give us. That shade is downgrade. Nowadays, our way. And everybody our way. Getting money, nigga, nowadays. Damn, I got it. Money gun in my hands with no pride. Baby, I be too easy. Baby, I be just fine with these prices. Man, I spread a word around town. I be like, but I can't be like. Grind hard, nigga, we stuck. Shine bright. Dollar signs whenever that we come. Still hustle with niggas like threesome. How you sleep, man, we don't. Talk crazy, my nigga, and we don't. Damn. Getting my way. Now I'm here, baby, not to stay. Go up, carry on round two. And this club say leader. We don't worry about the hate you give us. That shade is down. We ballin' out our way. Body our way. Getting it. Hey, ride with me, then ride with me. No stop. Now I'm on, you know they gon' beat you. Poppin' bottles all night, she. Tell me all these guys. Counting money, my nigga, to keep watch. I do whatever y'all niggas don't see. I keep it moving, y'all niggas just keep stop. Why you think you? I'm a paper chaser, my nigga, I keep. Pennies for my dogs, nigga, I keep. My nigga, yeah, we rock. Nigga, nowadays, I was always just a run away. Oh, they stay booming, go up, carry on round two. And this club say leader. We don't worry about got the hits. That shit is downgrade. Nowadays, we ballin' out our way. And everybody our way. Getting money, nigga, nowadays. And the best stay booming. Go up.
Best thing, boom.
Appreciate you.
I can definitely rock out to that because that beat voice is definitely
Thank you.
hitting. And I like the bars you laced under there.
Yeah.
It's like a mirror. You get the hand and you have an EP release for this year. And I know that's a single.
I'm still doing some tracks, and I'm definitely gonna get that rolling. I'm definitely looking to release that first quarter.
Guess what?
Yeah.
When you get that ready, come on back.
I got you.
But I can definitely
I got you.
see myself booming out.
For sure.
Definitely booming.
Appreciate it. Jamaica Queens in the building, by the way.
Listen.
I had to.
Jamaica.
I had
Queens.
to shout that out. Queens in the building, you already know.
What's to look forward to?
2019, the Woman video will be out. My EP will be, I did like a little acting gig. Like I literally got like 2 lines, but I'm telling everybody because I feel so proud of myself. Put together a mini music called The Area. So that should be coming out maybe February, March, and I'm gonna be a part of it. So looking pretty good, pretty nice. So I got
Okay, so we got a movie. We definitely put it on some soundtrack.
Oh yeah, he's working on the soundtrack too. I'm gonna try to sneak my way on the soundtrack.
So I'm gonna tell everybody, B. Elise is definitely one to look for. She is definitely gonna hit you 2 ways, get it right. You definitely gonna get the fire. You definitely gonna get the music. She is an incredible artist. Please look out for her. Tell everybody where to find you.
You can follow me. You can find me everywhere. Elise, B.E.L.I.S.E. If you can't find me that way, just drop the dot. You will find me. So everywhere. Literally.
Once again, this is B. Elise. This is your boy Mac 357. Your boy.
Big Chuck and Bill.
This is the evening experience.
Man, I appreciate y'all.
No problem.